Why should I give a damn?
What the fuck is up? You're now tuned in to episode 120 of Why Should I Give a Damn? I am your host, Eric.
It's your girl, Breezy the Barber.
And it is me, Bishop of Brownskins.
I like that. It's the Black Cooper Rush, Colin.
And we back in the motherfucking building. I do want to start off the conversation with Bishop because you were talking about, you know, Bishop does some modeling. He's a model. And I like to hear about that lifestyle because there's all sorts of, you know, a lot of people claim they're models. A lot of people claim they do
a casting couch?
No. But
Hey, man.
everybody claim,
I don't know. I was just like that.
everybody claimed they're a model, but Bishop, you said that you had to model like a certain pants that were revealing your, you know, gluteus. Or what was it about? Like,
Oh, yes.
what were you talking about?
So I went to a designer's house for a fitting, a very respectable person. I like his work. And we were just going on trying different fits out and practicing the walk for his show. Some of the fits I agree with, but there was one fit in particular that I wasn't really feeling. Essentially, it was mesh pants. On the front, it had that little teardrop design that your grandmother's curtains would have. While on the back, it was just see-through, so you would essentially see my man cheeks as I strutted on the runway.
Was this from the Saucy Santana line?
No, sir.
I don't know what this is from.
So basically, it was a risque sort of shoot, design. I didn't wear it. I'm sure somebody else wore it. And
Do you
basically,
So let's
Did you
say
actually try? Well, you didn't even try it on.
I did not even try it on. He just showed me, and I
Not
was like,
even
I'm not
for a
cool.
tip?
Damn, you said that
He's trying to
fast.
see if
He
he was
set that
going.
shit down.
not even for a $10,000, you know, little pay. Like,
doing
hey,
it for 10 racks.
10 racks, you booty
Bishop
cheeks
is
out.
righteous, but I feel like I know
But,
him. Enough. He a
but the
real
only
nigga.
question, but here's the only thing is, but they said they're gonna give you the 10 racks, but you have to clinch when they want to clinch them tight when he takes the pictures. Then you can release when I'm done taking at least 20 pictures. You can release the air, release the muscles, but as I'm taking it, it must be clinched. 10 racks. Are you taking it?
When you put it like that, I must respectfully decline the offer. I don't want to ruin my digital footprint. I want to have kids one day. I don't want them to discover their
That's true.
father like that.
Daddy, why are you making this face? Why
10
your booty out?
I don't know. I would have worn
This
it.
is for a hemorrhoid ad, though. You can
That
switch
would
it
be,
up.
yeah. Or you could,
Not
or,
with no mesh pants. my
or
boy.
it could be for, or it could be for a Pepto-Bismol ad. You know, shout out to them. Everybody use them.
You would have had me till clinch. Like I might do
Yeah,
it
I
on some
ain't-
high fashion.
Y'all wouldn't have clinched.
Can I
Like,
say that? I
would've-
feel like you had Bishop until you said
Y'all
clinch. I feel like
forcing
you
it.
would have said yeah, but the clinch you add, I feel like he might do it for 10 racks.
I was considering the money at first till you
Told
added
you.
all that
It's
shit.
like
I told you. I know
So
niggas.
you
He
added all
a
that?
real, he a real nigga.
I ain't
Yeah.
trying to be no Rainbow Ranger, my boy.
I mean, all you're doing, you're doing the same poses you're doing. You're just a little clinching
You
there.
know why?
I mean,
That's
people
why
can't
you
even
added-
tell you're clinching.
You might as well tell me he should be biting his lip then.
I mean, for an extra 10 racks,
It's
would
an
you?
exercise for your gluteus. So
Exactly.
do an
nah,
exercise every
Look,
20
no,
seconds.
what they're doing is they're using your video for a get a ass quicker ad. You know, they got a whole little workout program. They want you in a little workout program fit that's promoting their shit, and you're just doing ass clinches for about 5 minutes, walking around clinch, walk around clinch, walk around clinch.
that's for niggas
20
built
racks.
different. That's for niggas built different than me, sir.
20 racks.
That's not for me, my brother. Not
Right,
I,
it's-
my brother in Christ.
You know, and the only reason I ask you that is because, you know, right. The only reason I ask you that because you'd be surprised how much, like, these celebrities and whatnot, how much money they actually turn down.
Right.
Or models and all that other shit, because I just always feel like nowadays, I mean, a lot of these people don't have a line they won't cross when it comes to that money. Everything is, as long as you get the money, it's right. And it's good to know, you know, sometimes we do random money scenarios and shit, but it's always fun or good to know how far people will go for money.
Can I say something?
How delusional people will go for pride.
Or ask a question. Am I the only person who kind of gets weary, like the sack chaser, anything for $1? Them people kind of scare me. Am I the only one? Because I feel like you would literally do anything for $1. Like some people's whole personality is money, like the rapper Money Man. He irritates me where he's like, niggas can't celebrate their birthday. They should be getting money. You shouldn't be having fun. Remember he said, "Oh, I shouldn't be watching my kids. I should be getting money." And I get it, but like your whole life is money.
That's their personality
That
trait.
that is really, if one thing is your personality trait, you scare me. But when it comes to money, who knows? You would scam your grandma.
Right.
You do gay porn, which is nothing wrong with it. But you would do anything for money that mostly that you regret. And I kind of stay away from those people because I'm like, money is great, but just freedom and just like you know, just the opportunity to do whatever you want, I would take that over like selling out for a couple dollars.
I knew that people would do anything for money a long time ago when we first saw that video of 2 Girls, 1 Cup. I know y'all remember that back in the day, the old school YouTube, 2 Girls, 1 Cup. If you're thinking about it right now, you probably got a little throw up.
The next question is, what famous actress would you do that movie with? We were talking about that in the car.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. There's nothing. There's no amount of money that would take that would be able to pay for the therapy. Never. I could never take shit anywhere. Like I said, I don't do shit. Can't talk shit. No.
It's illegal. Scat porn is illegal.
But all I'm saying is, we saw the 2 Girls, 1 Cup.
They got fined for that.
I think they got paid. I wonder how much they got paid for that.
They got paid, but the guy who made it got fined a lot because it is federally illegal to film. First off, it's illegal to film porn outside of like L.A. and a few other places. It's technically illegal. So that was like the biggest marketing thing, but I think he lost all the money he made from that.
Right, that shit was some crazy shit. But that'll show you right there. People would do anything for porn or get money. Like I said, then you got like those motherfuckers, like those viral videos where you got chicks sucking off horses and all the other shit. I was getting traumatized by that shit as a kid. This is shit niggas was watching in like middle school, the original fucked up internet days of the beginning when we was just now like discovering a whole new world. Because that's how you know we was raised different. Nowadays, this shit ain't nothing to these kids. They see everything. But just imagine, I don't know. I know y'all remember Rotten.com.
He just slipped some crazy shit. He's Japanese girls getting the eels stuck to their ass.
Baby eels, yes.
Don't just slide that in like that was. It was just. We weren't all watching.
It was a bowl full like of eels that they was just putting in a Japanese woman's anus, and then she projectile fired it.
I've only seen Japanese women eating raw eels and octopus, but you're telling me that you know what? I'm not surprised, but you can see that anywhere now.
The reason why I can't get with the little Japanese anime shit is because it be too much rapey shit. Too rapey
No,
shit.
it is. A lot of
pedo stuff.
No, actually, like legit anime movies aren't even porn. It is a lot of crazy stuff that makes me uncomfortable. And that's why a lot of that stuff, when we say like, it's like, I'm not a nerd, but I came up on nerd stuff. I respect nerd culture. You know, I was a little introvert, little quiet kid. So I know what they like. So I know a lot of the stereotypes are true. There are people who do survive on that. And I watch like I was watching 7 Deadly Sins. A lot of looking up skirts, just like little weird stuff. Like it's a good anime, but I'm like, oh, it's a lot of weird pedophile, little like juvenile.
I stumbled across some of this jam. They called it like hentai or whatever they call it.
Hentai.
Eric, stop. You know what's hentai?
I
hate when niggas dabble and try to act ignorant. You know what's hentai?
You know I see it, but I've never heard it pronounced. So I'm on this.
That's my nigga from 35th Street shit.
It'd be like random little girls getting raped by like a million squirrels with dicks and shit. It'd be some crazy. I'm like, how are y'all into this shit?
Can I say this? As somebody who did animation, to dedicate that much time to that, that's what good. Like it'd be like, I'm not saying, but I've seen some hentai stuff. I'm like, that took a lot of time to make. And I've done some animation stuff at a small level, and I'm like, you spent like half a year making these porns. That's kind of scary in its own self. That's why you got to just keep it simple, keep it real.
And they censor it, not to sound upset about it, but like they do all that work and like all the penetration be censored. I think there's a law against actually showing that explicitly.
That shit is crazy. One thing I do want to talk about though is I had a scenario come up because I don't know if you guys ever went to Gold's Gym. Or, you know, just like you got Planet Fitness and the Y, you know, Gold's Gym is one of those gyms like Anytime Fitness where you can go get a membership. The owners of Gold's Gym, I guess this guy, his family was on a private jet. And the jet recently just disappeared over the Caribbean seas. You know, it had his whole family was on board and whatnot, just disappeared. And they saying they found like a couple like pieces that saying it may have been a crash or whatnot. But pretty much they haven't found no bodies yet. And it's been some time, and they pretty much gonna just pronounce them dead. And a lot of times, you know, you go in at sea, they ain't never find your body, so they just pronounce you dead. Which leads me to my next scenario, my next question. Let's say if you're on a jet, right? Breezy, you married. You got a nice little marriage or whatever, right? You got your little.
This is definitely a fantasy.
Right.
She married.
Yeah, you found you a little Dwayne.
You can't get a man, but I'm boss Breezy.
You found you a little Dwayne Johnson. He done took the kid in.
Okay, so
You know,
Hey, with little Skip Bayless.
not everything cool. Next thing you know, you're on this jet and you guys go down. And all of a sudden you wake up and it's like on some lost shit. You wake up and you're on this little fucking island and shit. You don't know where the fuck, you don't know where the fuck you at and shit. You don't know, and it's just gone. You look around, nobody knowing, y'all on this island, you're still alive. And all of a sudden, you realize that back home, everybody thinks you're dead. How long would you give your significant other to move on if he thinks that you're dead? Let's say within a 6-month span, he already has a stepmom, a little, and she's bad too. She's bad. If you get saved and you get rescued, are you gonna sweat him? Or are you gonna?
You is the caveat. Yeah. She's better than you. You're jealous.
If you get saved, are you gonna sweat him? What's gonna be your kind of reaction to that? Like, are you gonna give him a pass? What's gonna be that? Because I like that kind of caveat. Because the only reason it made me think because this Gold Gym dude is like his whole family lost at sea, no bodies or nothing. You don't know what really fucking happened. Some crazy shit could happen. Let's say you move on with your life and all of a sudden, damn, my family's still alive. Does he get a pass for thinking that you're dead?
No. I would give him a pass if he was just fucking off, but not if he already got a whole new bitch living in the house.
How long was the
6 months, he said.
We'll say 6 months this time. 6 months.
Because it manifested, it was like 5 years.
No,
but 6 months.
5 years is kind of that's a long
They came
time.
back. They came back after 5 years.
Now 5 years. Let's say y'all get saved and it's been 2 years. Let's say it's been 2 years. You go back home and it's like, oh, we got breaking news. We found the survivors of the Delta flight that went down with too many passengers. The survivors are being dropped off at Mitchell International Airport and all of a sudden everybody coming down. Oh, Breezy's still alive. Breezy's still alive. I can't believe it. Breezy is still alive. Thank you, Jesus.
Everybody gonna be saying that about the nigga. He gonna be getting his dick sucked.
Right.
Like, fuck.
Whole time, nigga, right. Nigga somewhere getting sucked by a white bitch. Like, oh, damn, she's still alive. How am I gonna break this to her? So your guy comes on there. He got a little mixed. He got a white chick and a little 6-month-old mixed breed baby. And he's sitting there looking at you like, I thought you were dead. What's your reaction, Breezy?
I mean, 6 months, yeah.
We're talking 2 years. 2 years now.
But if you said 6 months, that's really a year and a half. That means
Really like
that means he would have met her 9
He
months.
was knocking that hoe.
When you added that caveat, you kind of knocked the time frame down. And
It
like,
does.
After like 3 or 4 months, he was fucking a new girl, got her pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
Now
after a
they're-
year. Maybe after a year, and just let it quick.
Yeah, you gotta. That's what I'm saying with the additions of the story. See, that's what I'm saying with the scenarios. You have to cap it because that puts it in a hard spot.
Yeah,
Cause
it does.
But
that nigga,
that's true,
That
though.
nigga moved on in 4 or 5 months and said,
You have to
Had
think about
a,
everything.
a little emotional nut, which would have
But
caused
what was the accident? He don't believe in abortion, so
whatever,
covers it.
Colin.
I'm trying to look out for the hypothetical nigga. I'm always looking out for.
I just
niggas.
want to know, ladies, would you be able to take your man back, or Bishop?
I wouldn't take him back, no, for sure.
You would just let him move on and just.
But he gonna be pissed because I'm finna be paid. Okay.
That is
I'm
true.
finna be paid after that.
You are gonna
settlement
get paid. That
kicks
settlement-
in,
Wait,
After
what
I do,
settlement?
After I do,
Who you
oh yeah,
suing?
we definitely suing if the plane go down
Yeah, that is.
and they
money.
lost us
You
for
do
2
get money
years.
for
Fuck
that.
out of here,
yeah.
suing the fuck out of y'all.
So she would be saying that.
And I'm finna be on like 50, 20 episodes. Like I'm finna get paid.
Oh, you gonna milk? You have a
I'm
Netflix
definitely,
episode?
Oh, yeah.
I'm
she
finna be a
know, okay.
Netflix special. Yeah,
She
he gonna
finna
be
flip
wishing
that
he
shit.
would have came back.
Shit. Okay.
If he's smart, he coming back. But I ain't gonna let him, especially if he had a kid with somebody else.
Especially if it was.
If he didn't knock nobody else up and he ain't got a kid and he in a
especially if you had a
relationship,
baby with your
okay.
best friend. That happened on Manifest
Fuck
too.
both
Oh,
of
that'd
them,
be some
man.
crazy shit.
That happened on. I thought we were at the watch party. We were looking for you, and we were at the lookout party.
We bonded while we were grieving for you.
Yeah, that happened.
All of a sudden they're smashing now. Now you come back, your best friend, the one you go out with all the time, is pregnant.
Eric, you know that happened when you go to war.
They say that.
I'm saying you know that happened when you go to war now. Your lady be back at home. Well, your lady was at war with you, so.
It's some crazy shit. Bishop, I'm gonna have to flip it for you though, because I'm gonna say it like this. Let's say you gone, you on this crash plane, middle of the island, just like her. You gone for 2 years. They finally save you. You come back. You want to, you've been with your wife for 10 years, Bishop. Y'all got 4 kids. You done bought the house. You done paid the cars off, tires for you. You got the whole traditional setup.
Right.
You come back and find out that your wife thought you was dead.
Mm-hmm.
She couldn't keep up with the bills. She then started a OnlyFans.
God damn.
That started booming of her getting smashed by the neighbor.
Oh,
Her pretty much sucking up the neighbor.
The recently divorced neighbor.
The recently divorced, and they bonded because both of them, she had a divorce and she was a widow, and they just came together. They both were thinking about how they gonna pay the bills. You're like, you know what? If I could just suck you up on camera, I'm good at that. And now all of a sudden, but she show you the account, Bishop. She show you the account. She got $2 million in the bank now because of her OnlyFans is booming. She's in the top 5 percentile, the sloppiest of the toppies. So how would you feel? You come back, you see the OnlyFans. She's in the top 5 percentile for sloppiest toppies. $2 million in the bank. She says she won't do it anymore. She's gonna start over, new life with you.
I would immediately disown her and the kids. It's not really something I would want to deal with. My woman being passed around like a cold. It would be a disgusting situation. People are wondering probably why I would disown the kids as well. I don't want to have to explain to them why their mom is not around. So they would have to stay with the mother. I'm going to have to start my own life somewhere else. Hopefully I'll be able to get enough, from the divorce. 2
years, you going to disown the kids. They come back, Daddy.
We already thought he was dead anyway.
Yeah, I'd probably
so
say
happy
what's
to
up
see
to him
you.
if I see him every now and again, but I can't really claim him like that. You didn't ruin my legacy and my bloodline with your thottery. I'm
50 Cent.
Yeah, I'll be vehemently against that bullshit. It's not for me. It's not for me.
Crazy, man.
That's what every nigga want is a free out.
Yeah.
You get a free out.
Yeah, and
I was gone for 2 years. You cheat on me, bitch. Now you can't really argue with that. He gets a free restart.
Yeah.
He said fuck the kids though too. I'm like, he's kind of bogus, but he's right. He can say fuck the kids. Now you can use the white girl shit. I'm traumatized. I was gone. PTSD. You don't understand. I was lost. You be a really you be a legend. You can start over all the new because you be on every news show, Breakfast Club.
Right.
How was it like? You will be the fucking man.
They can keep pretending like I'm dead. That's fine. Just pretend like I'm not even there no more. If you're gonna be living a life like that,
the new echelon of pussy you would get would be higher because you would be at the.
Of course, yeah. I'm gonna have to upgrade.
You'd be like the.
I mean, you can only upgrade when you got a bitch that done sold pussy when you was gone. Like that's basically scraping the bottom of the barrel at the bottom of a ship that's sunk.
One dick for money,
Oh man, 1 a million. Still a whore. It doesn't matter. We was married.
This was smart because he can have an autobiographical book that can make more than what she was making off OnlyFans.
Exactly.
Club appearances.
Mm-hmm.
So if y'all both
depends
put
on how
Club
you
appearance.
where your investment lies.
wow.
This is Bishop. He was lost at sea for 2 years. All your girls twerk. This is Cash App. Crazy. Every club.
I like your thinking.
The Central Park 5. You be just like them niggas.
Oh man, I ain't about to mess with Delicious though.
Aw, damn.
You saw how she be talking to her nigga.
Yeah, she's done.
She be talking to her.
I remember
like
you on
dog.
Flavor of Love, bitch. You was Pop.
I like
Yeah.
Yeah, I like her. She was Pop. Now
She was Pop.
Your body, her whole face looked different.
She got the K. Michelle face.
I was just about
Whoa,
to say.
Bree called another girl Pop. You're pro woman.
She was Pop though.
Thank you. I rewatched. I said, damn.
Yeah,
you
when
was
I
thick.
watched it over,
You look like a nigga. You
she
like
was
Tarzan.
thick though.
Shit.
But I gotta ask you, Colin, if you were in that same situation, you've been gone 2 years, you come back and your girlfriend is actually running. She's in a high profile relationship with somebody that's about to be a senator, but they're not really together. They just used her as like a political pawn because she fits like this demographic because they trying to get the little, the liberal voters on their side. So she's just like, they're married paperwork wise on that shit, but then they just act like, and they go home and she's like, down there, and she's still, and the whole time she never got over you. Would you be able to go be with her and just play the background still?
They fucking too?
She says she's not. She says she's not.
This
she says she's not.
I'm gonna be honest. I like
that's
that
your
question. I'm gonna tell you the answer. It's a default answer. My personal girl, she wouldn't do that. 2 years is not enough time. I'm gonna be honest. It's not enough time. But if that did happen, that's just a reason for me to skate off.
It's a
If
hypothetical.
we're doing hypotheticals.
Yeah,
If we're doing
hypothetical.
hypotheticals, that's a reason for me to skate off. Now that I'm looking for one, because I know you fucked that nigga. So now we're done.
Everybody got
But
an exit strategy.
realistically, I know 2 years enough. I know that's enough time. My girl was crying the whole 2 years. I know my girl.
Yeah,
She's
that's
just,
true.
I just know I sound corny.
Most chicks
I know-
is crying.
Cause trust me, I be chopped. She hate me. I ask dumb questions like this. You know, I'm a scenario king. So I asked her if I die, she's like, I'll never get over you. So I know 2 years at least. That's not enough. She's dead. When I come back, I'm fucking 10,
That's why I
10
said
days, 1,000 days straight. I'm getting sucked. I'm getting served. She thought I was dead. She was passing on niggas like.
Yeah, that
now
was-
she's finally pulling up like, damn, I was out and. People was hitting
Man.
on me. This dyke was hitting on me. These niggas up. Like,
Niggas didn't
I'm
think
like,
about
oh,
niggas
fine,
didn't think
dog.
about that. I
I'm
thought
fine.
you were this package you would get coming back.
That's all I think about.
Yeah,
That's all I
that
think
would
about.
be elite.
I
That would
All
be
I can
elite.
think about.
I asked my niece that. She like 10. I asked people like, you so morbid. My doctor used to tell me, Colin, you so morbid. I'm like, I'm just real. I just want to know the. I like asking people random questions, and I'm like, yeah, I just know my girl. Now, if you say 5, 10 years, she always say, well, what if I die tonight? She, I would never be nobody else. You're lying.
Yeah, 5 years gets a little.
You're
tricky.
lying. But
That's
when you say
Rick's
2,
tricky.
I know. I feel like she would hold off that much. But after you get to
2
5,
years, it would be at least,
she's still in her prime. I'm getting towards washed. I know. I'm like Master Splinter. I'm like, yeah, you're gonna be prime meat.
Because you
soon.
might be fucking off, but you ain't in no relationship with nothing serious. You definitely still thinking about the dead person. So
I mean, you can be getting you can get your pussy eaten by the dead niggas.
So let me ask a question
Okay.
nobody brought up. Let me ask a question I just thought of nobody brought up. You've been on the island with all the little other survivors for 2 years. Have you hit something in these 2 years on the island?
Yeah. I thought I was dead. 2 years? I'm gonna wait after.
You gotta
Oh,
pass
no,
the
ain't
time
no-
somehow.
You
You
hit
gotta
a couple
pass the
months.
time.
Bishop, have you hit something on the
maybe.
island after 2 years? Or are you loyal?
I think I'm gonna die.
Shit, man.
You don't know if you're going back home.
I mean, hopefully, if some
Is
black
there some
girls on
soap
there,
on the
yeah,
island?
I'd be knocking them down. yeah.
You
Some
hitting
black
some bunnies
girls.
too.
Hitting some
Oh
bun-
nah, I'm not.
Wait, how long before you hit a white girl?
it's 2 years. You ain't hitting no bunnies?
Wait, after what year will you start hitting a bunny? After how many years or a month?
I don't know, man. I got to be really down bad and suffering in order to mess with.
You finna die.
A saltine
Right.
person. I can't mess
All
with
the
no
little
pale face.
warthogs, all the little bulls, all the little berries is eating. You're hitting a bunny, Bishop.
No. I
He
don't think it's
protecting
in my
his
character.
brand,
I don't
so
think it's in
you
my
gonna be
character.
This
going
ain't gonna
around
die
asking-
dickless. I'm hitting
Dick.
yeah, damn near midgets.
The
Down
black
syndrome.
midget, yeah, I'll definitely mess with a black midget. I'd turn her into a shish kebab, bro.